Okay, good afternoon, guys. Today we discuss the topic basically that. So last session we have done the discussion with inheritance. Okay, what does it mean by inheritance? And then the types of inheritance. We had a discussion in the last session. Like I would say single level inheritance, and then we've done the discussion with the multi-level inheritance, multi-level inheritance. Okay, and then where you have the hierarchical inheritance. Okay, and then we done I would say multiple inheritance. Okay, and then hybrid inheritance. Okay, fine. So today we'll discuss about the polymorphism. So first the thing is, what does it mean poly? Poly means many. Okay, poly means many. Poly means many. Next, fism means forms. Okay, fism means forms. Okay, fine. What is the definition for the polymorphism? Is if if an object, if one objects, if one objects exhibits exhibits multiple behaviors based on the situation, multiple behaviors based on the situation is called polymorphism. Is called polymorphism. Okay, so if one object exhibits multiple behaviors based on the situation is called polymorphism. Okay, so the polymorphism, it is divided into two types. Basically, it is divided into two types. It is divided into two types. The two types. What are the two types? One is the static polymorphism, and the second one is dynamic polymorphism. Static polymorphism. Second one is dynamic polymorphism. Okay, so this static polymorphism is also called as compile time polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism. Okay, and then I would say dynamic polymorphism also called as runtime polymorphism. Runtime runtime polymorphism. Okay. So the best example for the static polymorphism is method overloading. Method overloading. The best example for the best example for the static polymorphism is method overloading. Method overloading. The best example for the dynamic polymorphism is method overriding. The best example for the method overriding. Method overriding. Okay, like we'll try to discuss with one by one. So already this is the definition for the polymorphism. If one object exhibits multiple behaviors based on the situation is called polymorphism. Okay, now let us discuss with one by one. One object exhibits multiple behaviors based on the situation, meaning if you take one person, for example, in my case, if I with my family, I will be act as a family member. If I with in the office, I will be act as a employee. If I in some ground, I will be act as a some player, right? So same object is doing different functions, different actions, okay, based on the situation. So at the time we will go with polymorphism. Okay, Polymorphism, it is divided into two types. One is the static polymorphism, second one is the compile time polymorphism. Okay, we'll go with one by one. Like static compilation, at the compile time only the object has to decide which kind of operation it has to do. For example, when I start to my home, so in my gate itself, my home gate itself, I will decide which side should I go to. Like if I go to the office road, then I will be act as a trainer. If I go to the office, if I go to the training institute, I will be act as a trainer. And if I go to the office, I will be act as an employee. Right? In my gate itself, in my home gate itself, I can decide which side I want to go. Okay, which side I want to go. So such kind of examples, we can say examples for the method overloading. Okay, method overloading. So simply method overloading, method overloading. The definition for the method overloading is, first thing, it is the process of writing, it is the process of writing more than one method, more than one method with different parameters, with different parameters within same file, within same file is called method overloading. Is called method overloading. Method overloading. Okay, it is the process of writing more than one method with different parameters within the same file is called method overloading. Method overloading. Okay, so at the compilation time only the object has to decide which kind of operation it perform. Okay, so like I will tell you some examples. For example, if you take some calculator example, calculator. Okay, calculator, and then here we can take the methods. So I will show you. I will take here, I will take one example and then I will show you. So here simply I will take the new package. Package name is, you can look for the package. Here you can give the package name. In my case, the package name is the polymorphism. Okay. Here I am taking the class. The class name you can take. We are discussing about the. I am taking the class name is the calculator. Calculator. I am taking the calculator example. Okay, this is the calculator, and here I am taking the method. So void m1 method, and then here I am passing two parameters. The two parameters are int a comma int b, and then here I am doing the operation is, into sum equal to, a plus b. Okay, a plus b. Okay, fine. Here I would like to take the sort statement, and then I will pass the sum. The same method with the different parameters. Okay, same method signature I am taking. Int a, int b, and here I am passing int c, and then here I am passing c. Okay. Now here they will ask one more question, like, should I take the same method name? Like, can I take any other name also? Yes, you can take any other name also. We can take any other name also. But why you are taking the same name? Why you are taking the same name? Why you are taking the same name? To increase the code readability. To increase the code readability. To increase the code readability. Code readability. Okay, to increase the code readability, like the methods are doing the same operations, right? If I mention the same any other name, like the whoever is looking into the code, so they might be confused. So that's why for increasing the code readability, you need to mention the same names, okay. So method overloading meaning same method with different parameters. So the method name is say m1 method. We are passing two parameters. Parameters meaning parameters are the values which will give input to the method. Okay, here the method name is the same, and we are passing for three parameters. So similarly, you can take. I am taking one more method. That is the here I am passing one more int d, and then here I am passing d. Okay, meaning same methods, different parameters within the file is called method overloading. We are overloading the weight. For example, your capacity is you can weight only 50 kgs, right? So I am keep adding weights like 10 kgs, then your weight will be 60, and I am adding the keep weight on you like if I add the one more 10 kgs, your weight will be 70. So I am keep on adding, so your weight will be increase on your head, right? So similarly here also, so the method signature is the same. We are passing the different parameters is called overloading, overloading. Okay, so these all are the instance methods, right? How will you access the instance method? The instance methods, you can access the instance methods. You can take the main method. Okay, inside the main method you can call the you can create the object for the current class calculator, and then you can create the object, and this object you can give the some reference variable name c, and then you can mention calculator data type. Okay, and then I am calling the all the methods m1, and then here we need to pass the arguments 10 and then 20. Okay, next similarly c1 dot m2, here also can pass the arguments. I am passing the 10 and then 20, and then 30 I am passing the arguments, right? Similarly here also c1 dot I would say here also I am passing the four arguments 20. The for arguments you can take anything 30, next thing is 40, and then next thing is 50. Okay, I'm saving this one, and then simply I'm coming here. If I run this one, you can get the result. You can get the result. Okay, so here you can do the concatenation also. The concatenation is the addition of two numbers, the addition of two numbers. Okay, so here the addition of three numbers. You can do the concatenation. The addition of, okay, next here you can mention with the addition of three numbers, the addition of four numbers. Okay, done. You can run this one, then you will get the addition of two numbers is 30, the addition of three numbers is 60, the addition of four numbers is 140. Okay, this is the way. Are you guys clear with my point? What is the main purpose of method overloading is to increase the code readability. When when the methods are doing the same operation, at the time you can mention with the same method name. When the methods are doing the same operation, at the time you can mention the same method name. The purpose of mentioning the same method name meaning to increase the code readability. To increase the code readability. So this is the example for method overloading. This is the example for method overloading, right? Okay, next thing is where we'll discuss about the method overriding. Method overriding. Okay. So method overriding basically first thing we will discuss about the it is the process of it is the process of writing same method same methods in parent and child classes is called method overloading is called method overriding are you guys clear with my point? The same signature and then syntax for the syntax like if you take the two classes the public class you can take the parent class and then this is the scope of the child class, and if you take here public class and here you can take the class name is the child and the class name is the child, and then here this is the scope of child class, and if you take the same method signature here void m1 method, okay, from here to here the scope of this one, and then the same method signature you can utilize in the child class also. At the time you can go with method overriding. Then what is the purpose of overriding meaning? What is the purpose of overriding meaning? When will you go for the method overriding? Generally, whenever you don't like whenever you don't like parent implementation. So whenever you don't like parent implementation, you want to write you want to write your own implementation your own implementation. At the time we can go with at the time we can go with method overriding. Okay, here I will tell some examples. I would say, for example, after 4 months, you will get the after 3 months or 4 months, you will placed in some MNC company, and you are getting some good salary. Okay, like 2 lakhs, like that you can assume. Okay, so one fine day after 6 months and after 7 months, one fine day, your parents call to you, hey beta, घर में आ जाए वो. We will find out one girl that is in our relatives. uh, you can come and you can marry her. So at the time, what you will tell to your father, hey papa, uh, uh, so I have a girlfriend. I want to marry her. So, so please, you can also cooperate us. Meaning, at the time, the son is don't like the parent implementation. He prepared his own implementation. At the time, you can go with method overriding. Whenever you don't like the parent implementation, you want to write your own implementation. At the time, you can go with method overriding. Okay. And one more example also. For example, you are daily going to college, okay, and you ask into your father, uh, so Papa, I want one new bike. So at the time, your father, what if your father will say, said like, I don't have much enough money to buy new bike, so you can use my bike. So at the time, if you go with that bike, then what will happen? That is not good thing, na. So that based on the current generation, you can modify that bike and you can go. So basically, he will based on his requirement, he can modify. So the same thing here also overriding also. Whenever you don't like the parent implementation, you want to write your own implementation. At the time, you can go with method overriding. You can go with method overriding. Are you guys clear with my point? In the methods execution, in the last session, we had done the method execution flow, right? Method execution flow. Method execution flow. In the method execution flow, if the both classes is having the same method, then which method will be executed the first? method which method will be executed. If the both classes is having the same the method signature, then the JVM which method will be give the preference to execute always child. Okay, so that's why whenever you don't like the parent implementation, your own implementation you can write inside the this method, and that method will be executed. That method will be executed. So the main purpose of the method overriding is whenever you don't like the parent implementation, you want to write your own implementation. At the time you can go with the method overriding. Okay, so generally I will write here, I would say I will take two classes. The class name is the class name is the parent class, and the second class is the child class. Parent class, the class, I would say parent. Okay, here I would like to take the method signature is void m1 method. Okay, here I will write the some dummy message parent implementation, parent decision, parent decision. Okay, I'm saving this one, and then I will take the class control, and I'm taking the class, and then here I will take the child class, the same signature I will take here. Okay, how will you make the relation between these two classes? By using the extents. Okay, you can mention the extents. Okay, and then you can mention the class name parent, right? Whenever you don't like your parent implementation, okay, at the time you can go with and then you can call, like you can take the main method, and then inside the main method you can always you can create the object with child. Always you can create with the child, and then you can call the m1 method. You can call the child dot m1, child dot m1, then you will get the result, right? If I run this one, parentation. Yeah. So here you can mention with the child decision, and then you can save this one, and you can run. You get the child decision. Okay, child decision. Are you guys clear with my point? Whenever you don't like your parent decision, if you want to execute your own implementation, at the time you can go with method overriding. Method overriding. So some banks will be there, right? Like SBI is the RBI. RBI is the father of all the banks. So under the RBI, you can assume some banks are like SBI, and then HDFC, some ICICI, right? So like this RBI will fix some rate of interest, rate of interest. For example, for personal loan, they will fix like 10.25 like that. Okay, and then home loan, the rate of interest for the home loan, I can take the home loan. So home loan basically, which is something 8.25, you can fix. Some what these banks will do normally. So all the banks don't follow like the guidelines. So based on their requirement, they will tell to the RBI. So if I give the same loan to the customers, we won't run my banks. So based on their requirement, they will implement, they will implement, and then they will give the loans to the customers, they will give the loans to the customers. Okay, these are the some examples for the, I would say, method overriding. Method overriding, are you guys clear with my point? Whenever you don't like your parent implementation, you want to write your own implementation, at the time you can go with method overriding. Okay, so next thing is we will discuss about the abstraction. Abstraction. The main purpose of the abstraction is the main purpose of the abstraction is which is used to which is used to hide the unnecessary data, hide the unnecessary data, unnecessary data, hide the unnecessary data, and provide required information. Provide required information. Provide required information is called abstraction. Is called abstraction. Okay, what is the main purpose of abstraction is it is used to hide the unnecessary data and provide the required information is called abstraction. Okay, we can achieve the abstraction, we can achieve the abstraction by using abstract classes. Abstract classes, this is the abstract classes and interfaces. Abstract classes and interfaces. Okay, like when here we'll discuss some examples. Like if you purchase a car, like if you want to move from here to some place, so you don't want to how the engine is working, so the internal process you don't want. So your main purpose is you want to start the car and then you can go to the Marthalia and can return back to the same place. This is your requirement. You don't want how the internal process, how the emission is working, how the engine is working. These are all the process you don't require. Okay. Same way abstraction also, it will provide only required information and it will provide unnecessary data. For example, you are going to ATM, right? You are try to withdraw some 5,000 rupees amount. So whenever you are click on the withdrawal option, it will ask for some amount. You are click on the 5,000 amount, then it will dispense the amount. Okay, you don't want how the internally it is doing the internal programming. We don't want. At the time we record only money. The internal process we don't want, right? Same way abstraction also we will use in that cases. Okay, it will hide the unnecessary data and provide the required information Okay. Okay, generally we have the methods concepts, right? So methods basically one step back. We'll discuss with methods is divided into two types. Methods is divided into two types. Okay. The two types are first one is concurrent methods, concrete methods, and second one is the abstract methods. First one is concrete methods, second one is the abstract methods. Okay, abstract methods. Okay, so in the interview perspective, they will ask the regular question is what is the difference between abstract methods and non-abstract methods. This is the very regular question. The abstract methods. What is the difference between the abstract methods and non-abstract methods? Okay. Generally, like we'll discuss with abstract methods. Already you guys aware how to write the method syntax and all, right? Methods. So we'll discuss with the abstract methods. So what is the syntax for writing the methods? First one is the return type. Okay. Syntax. We are writing about the syntax. So the first one is return type. For example, if the method don't want to return anything, you can mention the void and then abstract keyword, and then method name, and then colon, semicolon. Okay. So abstract methods meaning the methods which doesn't contain the body is called abstract methods. Abstract method. Are you guys clear with my point? So which methods doesn't contain which methods doesn't contain body, the methods which doesn't contain the body, so those methods are called abstract methods. Got it? Abstract methods. Okay. So the next point is abstract methods are declared with abstract keyword. Abstract is the keyword. Abstract methods declared with abstract keyword. Okay. So the syntax are given below. This is the syntax. So abstract method doesn't contain the body. Abstract method doesn't contain the body. Okay. The next one is the non-abstract methods. Non-abstract methods. Non-abstract methods, or you can say concrete methods. Concrete methods. Concrete methods. So this normal, the method which contains the method which contains body, which contains body. Those methods are called non-abstract methods. Are you guys clear with my point? So the syntax, the normal methods, whatever the methods we have written, so as of now, all the methods are comes under the non-abstract methods only. Okay, from here to here, this is the scope of M1 method, and then I would say here you can pass some dummy logic, right? Here you can pass some dummy logic, right? Are you guys clear with my point? So in the interview perspective, the regular question is, what is the difference between the abstract method and non-abstract method? Abstract method and non-abstract method. Okay, abstract method which doesn't contain the body, non-abstract method which contains the body, which contains the body. Okay, which contains the body. So in the interview perspective, they will ask the difference between the abstract method and non-abstract method, meaning abstract method which doesn't contain the body, non-abstract method which contains the body. So again, the non-abstract methods are divided into two types: instance method and static methods. Okay, okay, fine. So by with the help of abstract class, and one more important point here is abstract class allow both concrete methods and abstract classes and non-abstract methods and non-abstract methods. So that is also one important point. Abstract method allow both abstract methods and non-abstract methods. Non-abstract methods. Okay. Abstract abstract class abstract class allow both abstract and non-abstract methods. Okay, I will show you. Like I will take one example with can click on the polymorphism package and then can look for the class, and then here we have the option that is the abstract. Click on the abstract, and then here you can give the name is, in my case I'm giving the name is the demo. And then if you see the class, if any class is declared with abstract keyword, then that class is called abstract class. Okay, this class is allowed both abstract and non-abstract methods. I will take the two methods. First one I will take with return type and abstract keyword, and then m1 method, and then this is the scope of the method. Okay, this is the scope of the method, right? Okay, we can take the public, this one we can mention in before return type. Okay. Abstract meaning you don't have the body. Okay. You don't have the body. Next one is this is the abstract method. This is abstract method. Abstract method doesn't contain body. Doesn't contain body. Okay. And then next thing is non-abstract method. You can take normal without declaring the abstract keyword. Then you can say non-abstract method. Void. I would like to take M2 method, and from here to here, this is the scope of M2 method. Here I am taking some dummy message, and then here I am passing some data like non-abstract, non-abstract method. Okay, non-abstract method. I am saving this one, and then how will you access these two methods? This is the abstract method, right? If you want to, this is the abstract class. Now, if you want to call those methods, this doesn't have the body, and then you can save this one, and it doesn't contain the body. And now you can call, take the main method. Now we can call this method by using the object new demo, and then we can call with demo, and then the next thing is this is this is the abstract class, right? So we can call this one, and then now we can take one more class. I'm taking the class is test class. Test class. The class name can set with test class. The class name is the test, and then here you can extends demo. Okay, then it throw the error add unimplemented. Okay, if you click on it, it will add the unimplemented. So simply you can take the sysout statement and you can pass some dummy message, that is the abstract method, abstract method implementation. Okay, I'm saving this one, and then you can take the main method here. You can create the object for the test class, new, and then test, and then you can press the control shift one, and then we can call the two methods, test dot m1 method, and then next thing is test dot m2 method, test dot m2 method, right? You can copy this one, you can run this one, then you get the data. You get the data, right? And that's clear with my point. So we can achieve the abstraction by using the two ways. One is the by using the abstract class. Second one is the by using the interface. By using the interface. This is all about abstract class. This is all about abstract class. So where we have the difference between the abstract method and non-abstract method. This is clear. After this, we have the topic that is the interface. Interface. So here I will show you the diagrammatically. What does it mean by interface? So you know you will get the some clarity on the interface. Interface meaning we can assume we have the systems. Can assume we have the two systems. This is the one system. Okay, this is the one system, and then the second one is okay. This is the one system. This is the one system, and here also we have the one system. System here object with resources. Object with resources. Object with resources. Okay. In the middle we have the interface. In the middle we have the interface. Okay. In the middle we have the interface. Are you guys clear with my point? Interface. Okay. Then if anybody will ask like what does it mean by interface? Interface is a mediator. It will act as a mediator in between the user and object with resources. User and object with resources. For example, I will tell some examples here. Like you go to the ATM, right? This is the ATM. You go to the ATM. You put the card on into the ATM, and then like we will press on the keyboard some password, and then it will show some options like cash withdrawal and all, right? Whenever you click on the cash withdrawal, then immediately what will happen? It will it will communicate with the object with the resources, and based on that it will execute the logic, and it will dispense the amount, right? So interface basically which will act as a mediator between the two systems. One system is the user, second system is the object with resources. Object with resources. Object with resources. And next we'll discuss with few more examples also. Like for example, we have the fan, okay? And if you want to control regulate the fan. So regulating meaning you want to control the speed of the fan. You want to increase the fan speed. If you want to decrease the fan speed, so how will you operate? By using regulator. Okay, by using regulator. Here the regulator is acting as a mediator in between the person and fan. With the help of this regulator, we can operate the fan. We can increase the fan speed. We can decrease the fan speed. So here we will take the interface. Interface will be act as a mediator in between the human and the machine. I would say the fan. With the help of this one, we can regulate. This will communicate. If you are increasing the speed, then it will communicate with the object with resources, and then it will execute. That the result will be reflect on this fan. Okay, and then we have the one more example. If you can take the TV, TV. If you want to change the some channels, for examples, we can assume this is the TV, and then here the person is there, and the person want to increase the value, change the channels. So how what the person will do? What is the mediator in these two cases? In this case, remote. Okay, with the help of remote, the person able to change the channels, the person able to change the volume, everything, right? In this case the remote will be act as a mediator. So this is also called as interface. Okay, the example is interface. What does it mean by interface meaning? It will act as a mediator between the two systems. One system is the user, second system is the object with resources. Object with resources. Okay. Okay, so we'll discuss few points about the interface. The first point is it will act as a it will act as a mediator between it will act as a mediator between two systems. It will act as a mediator between two systems. Two systems. One system might be the user. One system might be the user, and one system might be object with resources. One system might be object with resources. Object might be object with resources. Object with resources. Okay. Next point is, okay, so which is similar to class creation only, with the interface is the keyword. Interface is the keyword. Interface is the keyword. Okay. Next point is, next, this is the predefined keyword, right? Interface is the predefined keyword. Okay. Next point in case of interface is, we can create the interface. We can create the interface by using interface keyword. By using interface keyword. By using interface keyword. Okay. And the next point here it is. Next point is abstract. Interface contains abstract methods only. You like it or don't like it, always interface contains abstract methods only. Interface contains abstract methods only. Interface contains abstract methods only. Okay. Interface contains abstract methods only. Okay. Next point is, we cannot create the object for the we cannot create object for we cannot create object for we cannot create object for interfaces. Interfaces. We cannot create object for the interfaces. Okay. So if you create the interface, anybody can write the implementation. If you create the interface, anybody can write the implementation, can provide the implementation, can provide the implementation. Okay, implementation. Next, we will use the implements keyword. We will use implements keyword. Implements keyword. Implements keyword for making the relation between interface and class. Making the relation between interface and class. Relation between interface and class. Interface and class. Right? Are you guys clear with my point? Okay, simply I will show you some examples, we'll get the clarity on it. So you can take I'm taking here, that is the abstraction, control N, and you can take the package as the package, abstraction, and here I'm taking the package name is the abstraction. Okay, abstraction, here I'm taking the interface name is demo or anything you can take. I'm taking the demo. Okay, like if you write like m1 method like this also, by default abstract keyword the JVM will provide. Okay, you like it or don't like it, interface contains abstract methods only. You like it, if you mention, that is also fine. If you not mention, then the JVM will provide abstract keyword. Are you guys clear with my point? If you mention, that is fine. If you not mention, then the JVM will provide. You like it or don't like it, abstract interface can contain abstract methods only. Okay, then if I take the one more method, m2, and then this is the m2. So always you can remember, interface can contain abstract methods only. Okay, once the interface got created, anybody can write the implementation by using the implements keyword. By using the implements keyword. Okay, this is the demo class. Here I am taking one more class. Control N, you can take the class. Here I am taking some test class, and then here, so how will you make the relation between, how will you establish the relation between interface and class? We implements demo, and then so it will throw the error. If you click on it, add and implemented methods, click on it. Here you can pass your own implementation out statement, and then this is the logic. M1 method calling, and here also the same statement you can copy it from here, and the same statement you can paste from here. Okay, here we can mention with M2 method calling. These two are the instance methods, right? So how will you call those instance methods? The JVM by default it won't execute the instance methods. It won't execute the default method, custom methods. We need to call the custom methods. Test. Okay, and then you can call the test dot M1 method, and then you can mention with the test dot M2 method. Okay, and then you can save this one, and you can run this one. M1 method calling, M2 method calling. Okay, and then you can come, and then you can look for few more examples also. Interface examples in Java. Okay, Java interface can go anywhere. So if you see here, they are taking as the animal. Animal is having the two methods. Okay, animal sound method and sleep method, and they are taking two classes. This is the one class, and second, in this class they has provided the implementation, and then they are calling. Okay, similarly, if you take here, this class name is the first interface. This is having the method is my method, and they has taken second interface also, that is the second interface, that is other method, and they are taking the two classes, and they are implementing the two interfaces. Now this class is having two methods, my method and my other method. Okay, there they are passing the implementation, and they're uh, they are doing the operation. Are you guys clear with my point? And we'll go see with any other uh, website also interface. Because we can go with Java D point. If I scroll out, this is also one relation. Class to class extends, interface to class implements, interface to interface, interface to interface extends. Where we have some table, uh, this is the relation. If you want to class to class, making the relation extends, interface to class implements, interface to interface extends. If the both are same meaning extends, different meaning implements. Okay, if you see example here, interface is the printable. So always printable is the interface name, and then A6, and then we are passing some. They are passing some dummy message here, and they are printing. They are printing. So many examples. Drawable is the interface, and then rectangle, and they are implementing the drawable, and here they are passing some message, and then again they are trying the circle and drawable, and then they are creating the test interface. This is the class, and they are creating the class, and they are calling. Okay, many examples. The main purpose is the same thing. The main purpose is the same thing. Are you guys clear with my point? So this is all about abstraction. So in the oops part 2, I had done the discussion with encapsulation, and then we have done the discussion with the inheritance. Okay, and next we have done the discussion with polymorphism. Okay, next one is we had done the discussion with abstraction. Okay, so next the coming topic is exceptions, exception handling. So in the exception handling, what are the topics going forward? We'll discuss basically. So the first one is what is exception. Okay, the first one is what is exception, and the second, here you can make the question mark. And second one is why we need to handle the exception. Why we need to handle the exception. Why we need to handle the exception. Okay. Next, the third one. What is the difference between exception and error? What is the difference between exception and error? Exception and error. Okay. And then fourth one here it is basically exception hierarchy. Okay. Exception hierarchy. Are you guys clear with my point of exception hierarchy? And then where we have the topics are called checked exceptions, and then we have the next topic is unchecked exceptions. Okay, unchecked exceptions. Okay, next where we have the topic is we can handle the above exceptions. We can handle above exceptions by using the keywords above exceptions, by using below keywords, first one is the try, second one is the catch, and third one is the finally, and throw. uh, okay, these are the topics, and the final thing is custom exception. Custom exception, you can say user defined exceptions also. Custom exception, or you can say user defined exception as well. User defined exception as well. So these are the topics we will cover on the exceptions. Try block meaning we will keep the risky code inside the, we will keep a risky code. Okay, risky code inside the try block. Inside the try block. Okay. The next thing is catch block, which is used to catch the exception. Which is used to catch the exception. Okay, catch the exception. Okay. Next thing is finally, whatever the statements you written inside the finally block, all the statements, will be executed all the times. All the statements will be executed all the times. Will be executed all the times. Okay. Next up, throws. Throws is the keyword which is used to hand over the all checked exceptions, which is used to hand over hand over the all the checked exceptions to caller method caller method or JVM, right? Okay, so next throw keyword is which is used to create the exception programmatically. Exception programmatically, or you can say wantedly, programmatically or wantedly. So these are the points. about the exception. In the exception handling, these are the points going forward. We will discuss what is exception, why we need to handle the exception, and what is the difference between the exception and error, and what is the exception hierarchy, and check what is checked exception, what is the unchecked exception, and we can handle the above exception by using the below keywords. Those keywords are try, catch, finally, throw, throws. Then next thing is the custom exceptions. Okay, so all of you guys, can you please from here onwards? So what is the polymorphism? Uh, Poly means many, phism means forms. Okay, what is the definition for the polymorphism? If one object exhibits multiple behaviors based on the situation is called polymorphism. Okay, next it is divided into two types: static polymorphism, compile type polymorphism. The best example for the compile polymorphism is the method overloading. Next one, dynamic polymorphism or runtime polymorphism. The best example for the dynamic polymorphism is the method overriding. Next, what is method overloading? It is the process of writing more than one method with the different parameters within the same file is called method overloading. Okay, what is the purpose of method overloading is to increase the code readability. Okay, this is the example for the polymorphism. And next, what does it mean by method overriding? It is the process of writing the same methods in parent and child class as the method overriding. Okay, next whenever you don't like your parent implementation, you want to write your own implementation, at the time you can go with method overriding. Okay, next thing is what is abstraction? It is used to hide the unnecessary data and provide the required information is called abstraction. Next point, we can achieve the abstraction by using the abstract class and interface. Next, methods is divided into two types. One is the concrete method. Second one is the abstract methods. What does it mean by abstract methods? Which method doesn't contain body? Those methods are called abstract methods. Second point, abstract method declared with abstract keyword. Third point, abstract class allow the both abstract and non-abstract methods. Okay. So what is the difference between the abstract method and concrete methods? The method which contains the body, those methods are called non-abstract methods. The methods which, okay. Next one is interface. Okay. Uh, which will act as a mediator between two systems. One system might be the user, one system might be the object with the resources. Second point, interface is the predefined keyword. Third point, we can create the interface by using that interface keyword. Next point, interface can contain abstract methods only. Next point, we cannot create object for the interfaces. Next point, if you create the interface, anybody can provide the implementation. Next point, we will use implements keyword by making the relation between the interface and class. Okay, so in the OOPS we have the four principles. So those principles are this one. In the exception, these are the topics. What are the topics? What is exception? Next, why we need to handle the exception? What is the difference between the exception and error? And fourth one, exception hierarchy. Fifth one, checked exception, unchecked exception. We can handle exception, above exceptions by using the below keywords. Try keyword. We will keep the risky code inside the try block. Catch, which is used to catch the exceptions. Finally, all the statements will execute all the times. Throws, which is used to hand over all the checked exceptions to the caller method or the JVM. Next one is the throw, which is used to create the checked exception programmatically or wantedly. And eighth one is the custom exception or user defined exception. So this is all about the exceptions topics going forward we will discuss. Okay. Alan guys, please share your names.